Father's Day is about celebrating and expressing gratitude for a parent's efforts to nurture their children and allow them space to grow and flourish. But as we approach Father's Day, have you noticed how often in the cards and the gift selections and the adverts at this time of year, we see lots of masculine stereotypes? I've invited a few people across the diocese to share with me what they've been noticing and why this matters.
I think the most common images I see around Father's Day are images of a father lifting their child up into the air or a child riding on the father's shoulders. I think that and the kind of superhero super dad images are really common.
The standout in recent years has been one from Dan Murphy, "Get Dad what he really wants," implying that what he really wants is a whiskey, when he's probably more likely to need a few new pairs of bamboo socks.
In the lead up to Father's Day, what I notice is the contrast with the lead up to Mother's Day, which is all pinks and flowers. Come Father's Day, there's not a flower in sight, and everything seems to be blue. Father's Day ads seem to tend to have shouty voiceovers. It's barbecues and not cooking in the kitchen, and there seems to be a broad assumption that all dads should be really active, outdoorsy types.
If I think about the messaging around Father's Day in Australia, I think of two extremes. The stereotypical action hero father and the stereotypical lazy father who likes to lay about drinking beer and listen to the football. In reality, most of the dads that I know are not like neither of those two images. They're doing their best, they're trying to work and homeschool their kids.
Sure, my father wanted books and the latest work-saving technology, and probably a whiskey from time to time too. But what he really wanted was our love, and for us to demonstrate that to him.
There's nothing wrong with showing dads as doers and making things with power tools and being active. But if that's all that you say, it's not the full picture of all that dads can be.
I think dads can be strong and powerful, but they can also be gentle and kind. My husband is the kind of father who does throw the kids up in the air, but he's also the kind of dad that sits with the kids on his lap and reads stories in silly voices. He's the kind of dad who joins in imaginative play, and is the kind of dad who soothes the child that's just fallen off their scooter for the 10th time. Most dads I know have more depth to their character than these images ever show.
Men should be freed from outdated stereotypes because everyone should be able to be their best self as God sees them. Everyone should be able to find their passion and pursue it joyfully. Men should be able to choose to do what helps them flourish, even if what they choose to do challenges traditional ideas of what men do.
I think the stereotypes of men as strong and powerful are just as unhelpful as the stereotypes of women as quiet and caring. Not all men fit these stereotypes, and even those that do are usually much more than just these characteristics. I think it's important that men are free to be the person God created them to be, and are able to express a wide range of emotions in healthy ways.
So I think it would be really great if we could free ourselves from these two stereotypes of the Aussie dad and just see that life is more complex.
In Australia, there's a lot of pressure for men to live up to masculine stereotypes. These stereotypes contribute to men's high rates of depression, anxiety, and suicide, as well as violence against women. Father's Day is a great opportunity for us to reflect on the stereotypes we notice and to start conversations about them. This Father's Day, let's celebrate and express our thanks for the dads in our lives. And let's do this by allowing them the space to break free from these narrow stereotypes.